What's up, guys? We're back again this week with more Ruthless audio. This is the Ruthless Audio 4500, rated 4500 watts at 1 ohm. And again, we're going to see what this does on the dyno. If you want to drop a guess, drop your guesses now. If not, I'll catch you over in front of the dyno and we'll get to it. Alright guys, back on the dyno with Ruthless Audio for the second time this week. I've got the Ruthless Audio 4500.1. Again, the booklet that I received doesn't show any factory ratings. Excuse me. But we can assume it's 4500 watts at 1 ohm. And we'll see what it does at the rest of the impedances. So we're going to start with certified. Takes us up to 1% distortion. Then we'll run uncertified, which is into clipping, and then we'll run the dynamic burst runs, which is a 40 hertz pulse tone. We're going to start with 4 ohm, then we'll go to 2 ohm, and then we'll finish with 1 ohm runs. And I know you guys want to see lower impedance runs, but these are not my amps. They're rated 1 ohm. We might sneak in a 0.8 dynamic on this one, but you'll have to stick around to the end to see. So without any further ado, we'll get into it. Certified runs up to clipping. Gonna start at 4 ohms. Just shy of 15.8 volts tonight. I don't have any chargers on. We're just gonna let it rip. So 4 ohms, 15.78 volts starting. Here we go. Ruthless 4500. We got 1,983 watts into 4 ohms, dropping to 15.64 volts. Pretty good, I'd say. Go back to 2 ohms. These are 40 hertz tones I'm playing. And again, it's up to 1% distortion. Here we go, 2 ohm run, starting at 15.73 volts. 3,759 watts into 2 ohms, dropped to 15.47 volts. Go back, we'll do 1 ohm runs now. Down to 15.68 volts. I think I'll go ahead, I'll kick on one of my chargers. It won't bring us too high. Just so we hold better voltage. I'm not really trying to get us any higher. So we're at 15.7 volts starting. This is the 1 ohm run, rated 4,500 watts. Let's see what it does. Ruthless 4,500. And we got 5,898 watts certified. We dropped to 15.27 volts. Very nice for a 4,500 watt amp. Now I will back out of certified. We'll go into uncertified mode, which will keep reading even if there's clipping, where certified stops at clip. Again, we're going to start with 4 ohms. Still going to run these 40 hertz tracks. We're at 15.82 volts. Let's see what it does at 4 ohms uncertified. We got 2,270 watts into 4 ohms. We dropped to 15.68 volts. And 2 ohm run. Same thing, 40 hertz track, we're 15.8 volts. $3,896 watts into 2 ohms, dropping to 15.5 volts. Damn near rated power at 2 ohms. The 1 ohm rated power at 2 ohms. So we'll go into 1 ohm. For our last uncertified run. See if my voltage doesn't come up just a tad. Nope, we're gonna roll with it. So we're starting at 15.76 volts, rated 4,500 watts. Let's see what it does uncertified. And we got 6,274 watts into 1 ohm, dropping to 15.23 volts. I think I could have let it keep going a little bit there, but we stopped it. 6,274 watts. So now we'll get right into our dynamic testing, which is the burst tracks. Still a 40 hertz tone. Excuse me, it's still a 40 hertz tone. It's just a pulse 40 hertz. We'll start with 4 ohms. 15.88 volts. Here we go. $2,240 watts into 4 ohms, dropping to 15.72 volts. And I should add, I did get some comments on the last video. Guys, I was asked to run this as close to 16 volts as possible. I like to keep my CMAX bank right around 15.8 volts. So that's why we're at 15.8 volts. There will be some other channels running these on 14 or 12 volt banks, to my understanding. So stay tuned for those. All right, 2 ohms burst. Dynamic, we're at 15.84 volts. Here we go. We got 4,135 watts into 2 ohms, dropping to 15.7 volts. So very good performance. Not surprised after seeing the 8500. If you haven't seen that yet, go ahead and pull it up as the last video I posted. So to finish our dynamic runs, we're at 15.8 volts. We're going to do 1 ohm. Again, rated 4,500 watts. We got 7,156 watts into 1 ohm, dropping to 15.57 volts. And I did say it, so I might as well do it. I don't know how hard I'll let it clip. We'll do a 0.8 dynamic run. We're at 15.8 volts. This is 0.8 ohms on the dyno. Let's see what it does. We got 8,384 watts into 0.8 ohms dynamic. We dropped to 15.5 volts. So again, some powerful numbers coming out of Ruthless Audio. Guys, hang tight. I'll put up the summary and we'll get a look at this amp on the bench. Catch you in a minute. Alright guys, back on the bench, we're going to look inside the Ruthless Audio 4500.1. Again, just like the 8500, very clean inside. Good looking. Caps are branded Ruthless. Very nice. It does have a cooling fan on the back plate. We'll get a look at these end caps. So on this side, you do have the same style Tiffany RCAs, input and output, power, protect, and clip light, your gain knob, subsonic filter from 10 Hertz to 50 Hertz, plug for your bass remote, low pass filter goes from 35 Hertz to 250 Hertz, adjustable phase from 0 to 180 degrees. Again, these are strappable, so you've got your switch for master or slave, and your strappable RCA input and output. And the power and ground, again, are 2-watt size. You've got roughly an 8 or 10 gauge remote wire, 8 or 10 gauge speaker outputs. You can see those are dual power, dual ground. Oh, it's heavy. So that's it for the Ruthless 4500. I've got a couple more Ruthless amps to run, so stay tuned for those. Meanwhile, let me know what you guys think of this amp. Let me know what you guys think of the video. If there's any other amps you guys want me to run, go ahead and drop them. I'll do my best to get them going. I want to thank you guys for watching. I appreciate you guys. If you haven't subscribed, please give me a subscribe. Give the video a thumbs up and hit the bell so you know when I post a new video. Again, I want to thank you guys. I'll see you next time. I lied, guys, I'm back. I did forget to highlight a couple things. In the last video, I didn't mention you do get Allen wrenches, which is nice because you know you have some that'll fit. And you do get the same style of bass knob, the aluminum housed bass knob with the power and clip light. And it's the good size knob, it's easier to turn. So that is all I have for you guys. Again, I want to thank you. Let me know if there's anything else you guys want to see, and I will catch you guys next time.